All right. Well, hello, cohort and professor. I'm your classmate, Maya, and I've created this audio to share what I had the opportunity to witness and learn during my field experience observation. So to give you some context, I am a site coordinator for a literacy program. So what that means is that I am lucky enough to be surrounded by children Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to the end of the school day. I'm also in a position where I get to coach fabulous volunteers regarding teaching our students how to read. So one more piece of context for you. So I use what we call a RAN board throughout the students' tutoring sessions that I observed, which means the student struggles with learning their letter sound combinations. For example, a student who recognizes the letter B for a D, or associates the sound V with the sound F. The RAN board is a tic-tac-toe-like tool that puts students in the position to practice recognizing their letter sound combinations, in varying cases and order. All right, so I worked with a 5-year-old male. His name is Gio, and he is an energetic kindergartner. He is full of life and loves all things comic books and animals. So due to my job role, I exclusively observed Gio biweekly in my reading center. So sometimes I only worked with Gio, and other times I observed Gio working with one of his 2 awesome tutors. So I've boiled the most significant events that I observed down to 2. The first event was centered around a wildlife book that his tutor read to him. So when the tutor turned to the page about sea otters, Gio seemed to make a connection between the hands and fingers that sea otters have and the hands and fingers that we have as humans. His face completely lit up, and he asked the open-ended question, "Look, does he have 5 fingers?" referring to the otter. While he asked this question, he was holding his own hands in the air as to examine them, looking at the similarities. His tutor was there to explain that his observations were correct and that, yes, there are certain species of animals that have similar features and body parts to humans. This was really interesting to witness because Gio was essentially making a step out from his egocentric viewpoint. The second event was telling because it really illustrated Gio's limitations because of his stage in development. We were working on recognizing the letter sound combinations of T, N, and D. I decided to switch our usual technique up, and I had Gio form the letters with wiki sticks, which are these moldable wax strips. They're really fun. So I modeled by forming a D, especially since that was the toughest letter for him. And when he attempted to try it himself, he really struggled, and that was shocking. He knew what he was supposed to do, but he couldn't form the shape himself because of the stage of development his fine motor skills were in. So he exclaimed, "Wait, I can't do it." I thought it was interesting to witness his limitations of development in action and in person, and the fact that he was aware of those limitations too. So I learned from that he was not developmentally ready for that exercise, so I had to come up with something else. So I also learned that Gio's cognitive development is absolutely pushed by the day-to-day social interactions he's experiencing. So in our particular program, he has the opportunity to engage with a capable adult or young adult and ask open-ended questions where he'll receive feedback in understandable language, which will help him push those cognitive developmental stages of his, like his egocentric view, his creativity, or his attachment to concrete rules and order. So socially, I learned that Gio is very much so extrinsically motivated. So he enjoys positive verbal feedback from adults, high fives and big smiles. He also wants to win prizes and make it known that that's what he wants. So when he does earn a prize or a sticker, he is very quick to show a friend. Socially, Gio wants to connect to other people and seeks it out. He is not hesitant whatsoever to interact, which supports his extrinsic motivational loop. So this experience will definitely help me maintain an open mind when working with children, and what some are ready for and what some are not, in regards to their developmental learning abilities. So Gio represents individualism to me, and a reminder that each child is very different and that it's important to remain flexible and adapt to their needs. So I'd advise individuals aiming to work with children this age to lead with a warm, strict approach. So that means that you should show warmth in your presence, your smile, and the positivity in your words, while making your expectations very, very clear. So build a mutual respect with the child through those expectations. So thank you all for listening. I enjoyed sharing with you, and I hope you enjoyed my findings, and I cannot wait to view yours. All right, well, thank you again, and take care.